A very happy Independence Day to all of our subscribers tuning in today. Welcome to this brand new explainer on the polypropylene weekly report and future trend for the third week of August 2026. If you're a focused learner looking to just cut right through the noise and get straight to the facts driving the global and local markets right now, well, you're exactly in the right place.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're pulling today's critical market intelligence directly from Polymer Bazaar. They are an absolutely authoritative source when it comes to navigating global uncertainties to find those hidden local opportunities. And in the high-stakes world of corporate procurement and polymer trading, having the right data clearly visualized is literally your biggest advantage.
So here is our roadmap for the day. 1. Global Polymer Bazaar trends. 2. Instant AI market intelligence. 3. The Indian domestic market. And 4. Expert procurement strategy.
Kicking things off with Section 1, Global Polymer Bazaar Trends, tracking macro forces across the US, Europe, Turkey, and China. We're going to move fast here, because understanding how these international ripples start is absolutely key to predicting how they'll eventually wash up on our local shores. Starting in the US, we're seeing a bit of a paradox. Export and demand are actually pretty weak, but despite that, propylene prices are still rising. That's pushing both homopolymer and copolymer grades higher on an FAS-Houston basis. Meanwhile, Europe, totally different reality over there. They are dealing with some serious production issues and emerging logistical headaches. That's created incredibly tight supply, actually pushing copolymer grades all the way up to 1,280 euros per metric ton on an FTNWE basis.
$1,300 per metric ton. That is the mark homopolymer grades just hit in the US spot market. And just to put that into a bit of feedstock context, according to the latest US EIA data, Mont Belvieu propane last closed at roughly 66.4 cents per gallon. These are the essential macro benchmarks driving global cost pressures right now. Now, shifting our focus east, the contrast between Turkey and China is honestly pretty stark. Over in Turkey, severe logistical pressures on import supplies have sparked real availability concerns, leading to some panic buying. That pushed homopolymer grades up to $1,090 per metric ton on a CFR basis. But contrast that with China. Demand there is surprisingly weak, feedstock costs have actually dropped, yet their supply remains curiously tight. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this specific Chinese spot price right here, RMB 9,000 per metric ton. Even with cheaper feedstock and generally weak demand, that tightness in supply is really anchoring the price. It serves as a massive regional benchmark, proving just how delicate the global supply and demand balance truly is today. Moving on to Section 2, Instant AI Market Intelligence, getting polypropylene data instantly. Do you want all this global data right in your pocket? It's beautifully simple. Step 1, just send a WhatsApp message with the letters PP to +91 93746 24365. Step 2, get instant predictions and future trends in just 5 seconds. Literally the time it takes to take a breath. The AI-powered chatbot delivers the weekly report directly to your phone. It's actionable market intelligence, completely streamlined to cut out the noise. Section 3. The Indian domestic market, navigating local uncertainties and grade shortages. We've looked at the big macro picture, so let's deliberately slow down a bit and zoom into the micro view of the Indian bazaar. Right now, overseas PP random copolymer import offers are hovering right around $1,310 per metric ton, CIF Nava Shiva, for September 2026 shipments. But domestically, it's a different story. Since August 13th, Indian PP producers have kept their prices absolutely flat. Zero pricing policy changes. So why the flatline? Let's unpack the local bazaar pulse. We're definitely seeing pessimistic sentiments out there, largely freezing converter procurement because finished product sales have just been unsatisfactory. Add some geopolitical uncertainty and confusion into the mix, and it's a real pain point. And this brilliantly illustrates the core issue. Despite the slow sales, we are currently experiencing distinct shortages in both RCP and ICP grades. Which brings us to Section 4, Expert Procurement Strategy, actionable advice for your bottom line. Let's translate all that global and local data into a specific buying strategy. First up, immediate pricing expectations. Taking into account the state of affairs across all the global trading hubs we've just explored, we honestly do not expect local producers to raise their ex-works prices in the near term. The generally weak downstream sales are keeping those broader prices grounded for now. However, and this is absolutely vital, so the crucial point is,
Buy for the grades that are less available. While the general prices might stay flat, domestic producers are very likely to hike prices specifically on those scarce RCP and ICP grades. If you need them, you should procure them right now, before that supply-demand squeeze hits you where it hurts.
All right, to dig deeper into the data we've explored today, you can access the full PDF report at polymerbazaar.com/future-trend/pp. And if you're looking for specific buying and selling leads for PP, definitely reach out directly to the relationship manager at +91 93139 24356. Finally, if you found this structured breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe, like, share this explainer with your industry peers, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our updates. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on over the weekend. Will global supply chain bottlenecks push your local prices higher next week? Keep a very close eye on those logistical issues we tracked in Europe and Turkey. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Polymer Bazaar analysis. Have a great weekend, prepare well for Monday's trading session, and I'll see you in our next explainer covering other commodity and engineering polymers.